Motivational speech by Gaur Gopal Das.
Everything revolves around the I. And what does I stand for? I stands for expectations. Apekshaएं. Meri apekshaएं. My expectations. I should be treated like this. I should be loved like this. I should be dealt with like this. I should be respected like this. I should be given these many marks. I should not be given this. All expectation. अपेक्षाओं की जिंदगी जी रहे हैं हम लोग सब. We're all living a life of super high expectations. Not just high. We're all leading a life of super high expectations. God, life is only, everything revolves around my opinions, my desires, my likes, my dislikes. I like this, I don't like this, I hate this, I love this, I want this, I don't want this, I have this opinion, I don't have this opinion. I. खुश रहेंगे? You think life will be a very happy life when it revolves around I? From our childhood we have grown up like this. We've only learned to take. And everyone has to fulfill my expectations. Everything has to be up to my expectations. When I was a child, I usually wouldn't even eat if my mom did not cook what I asked for. Everything has to revolve around my expectations. Therefore, when people come to God, people come to a temple also, they're only asking, give me what I want. No one comes to say, I love you, I want to give you. Ask not what God can do for you. Ask what you can do for God. But no one asks that. Because the I is so big, my expectations, my desires, my things are so powerful that even when I come to a temple and ring a bell, all I'm doing is asking. I go to Ganpati and I'm praying the same thing. People are all existing in the world just to fulfill your expectations. That's what you think? Sorry to say. Wait for a while, you will learn that they don't. Friends don't. Family doesn't. सब अपनी अपेक्षाओं को पूर्ण करने के लिए थोड़ी जन्म लिए हैं. Do not allow anyone to remote control you. Control your television's remote controlled. No problem. Your cars can be remote controlled. Don't allow anyone to control your emotions from there. हम लोग अपेक्षाएं करते हैं कि एक प्रकार का व्यवहार हमारे साथ होगा. ऐसे नहीं होता ना, फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाते हैं हम. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the most selfish one-lettered word is I, which stands for expectations, and therefore avoid this word. How do you avoid this word? Be realistic in your expectations. अपेक्षाएं करने में कोई problem नहीं है, but understand that not everyone will fulfill your expectation. And secondly, avoid this word I by trying to serve others. You know why? Because when you want to be served, you're dependent on people. They may not serve you. When you want to serve, who can stop you? When you want respect, people may not respect you. But when you want to give respect, who can stop you? When you want to be loved, you may not be loved. But when you want to give love, who can stop you? When you want in charity, people may not give you in charity. But when you want to give charity, who can stop you? And therefore, learn to begin your journey from I to you. The more you want for yourself, you'll remain frustrated. The more you want to give, you will remain happy. A teacher teaching math to a class of 6-year-olds asked a boy called Arnav in class, Arnav, if I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many will you have? Arnav said 5. The teacher said, Arnav, if I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many will you have? 5, replied Arnav. The teacher was upset. But remember that Arnav's mom had said that Arnav doesn't like mangoes. He likes strawberries. So she changed her example. If I give you 2 strawberries and 2 strawberries, how many will you have? 4, replied Arnav. Oh, the teacher was pleased by the change of strategy. Just to confirm that Arnav had understood his math right, she asked Arnav again, Arnav, if I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many will you have? Arnav replied, 5. The teacher was now annoyed. How can 2 and 2 strawberries be 4 and 2 and 2 mangoes be 5? Arnav replied, I already have 1 mango in my bag, madam. Who was right? Was the teacher wrong? No, because 2 plus 2 is 4. Was Arnav wrong? No, because 2 plus 2 is 4 and 1 mango in my bag makes it 5. Isn't it a fact that all kinds of conflicts come because of the gap between technical rightness and practical rightness? The teacher was technically right. Technical rightness means to see the obvious. Technical rightness means to see what is visible. And Arnav was practically right. Practical rightness means to see beyond the obvious. Practical rightness means to see beyond what is visibly seen. Practical rightness means to see the hidden mango. Ladies and gentlemen, very often all our conflicts come because of the gap between the technical and practical rightness. Whenever you find that your spouse is not loving you enough, yes, you may be technically right. He or she may not actually love you that much. But are you practically right? Practical rightness means to see the hidden mango. Why is he or she not loving you? Your child may not be listening to you. And technically you're right. The child is not listening to you. But are you practically right? Practical rightness means to try to see the hidden mango beyond the obvious. Why is your child not behaving right? The next time you see someone not fit into your definition of what is technically right, please do not be judgmental. Go beyond the obvious. Go beyond the seen and try to look for the hidden mango, which will truly help you understand the person and resolve the conflicting situation that you are in. Thank you.
A man, much reserved by nature, was very hesitant to ask his boss for a raise in his salary. One Friday morning, he got up and told his wife, "I will do it today, darling. I shall ask my boss for a raise in my salary." As the man came to his office, he was extremely nervous, anxious, and very apprehensive all throughout the day to speak up. Late in the afternoon, as he approached his boss, finally he gathered the courage to speak up and ask for a raise in his salary. Much to his delight, the boss agreed. The man was on the top of the world. And when he came back home, he saw a beautiful dinner table, fine crockery set on the table, beautiful candles lit up. His wife had prepared a festive meal to celebrate the occasion. He guessed someone from the office may have tipped her off and informed her about it. Anyways, he got into the kitchen, hugged her, gave her the good news, and came and sat down to have his meal. Right there on the table was a card. When the man picked up the card and read the contents, the card said, "Congratulations, darling. I knew you'll get that salary raise. These things, the dinner table, the crockery, the candles, the fine meal, all of these things are to tell you how much I love you." Prep by prep, the lady served her husband, and as she went back into the kitchen finally to bring the dessert, from the pocket of her apron fell another card unknown to her. The man picked up the card, and as he read the contents of the card, he had tears in his eyes. On the card was written, "Don't worry, darling. Even if you did not get that salary raise, you deserve much more than that. This dinner table, this crockery, these fine candles, this fantastic meal, all these things are simply meant to tell you how much I love you." Total acceptance, total love, total support. Her love for him was unconditional. It did not depend on his success at work. In fact, it was exactly the opposite. If he were to fail, if he were to be rejected, he would have needed that total acceptance and support all the more. And she would be there by his side to support him, softening the blows, healing his wounds, believing in him, loving him. Even if we were to be rejected by the whole world, if we have one person in our lives who can totally accept us, totally believe in us, totally love us, and totally support us, we can certainly achieve what we want and reach where we want to go. Therefore, surround yourselves with people who believe in you and accept you totally, regardless of your successes or failures. And also be that person for someone, regardless of their successes or their failures.